Hello and welcome to another video from the only source of information you need to not only survive the current apocalypse but actually enjoy it. This is Sunday. I'm sure that by the time this is up it'll be Sunday night or Monday. But there won't be you will notice that we're not doing a live stream. We don't have electricity or water or sewer or anything like that. And so all of my gear that I use for that is like 110 volts. This here can be plugged into the car. I've been sitting in my car browsing the internet for 3 days now, I guess. Actually going on 4 days since we lost power, but I suspect we'll get it back within the week, and I'll be back up and running. But anyway, I've come back out here and taken a look at everything, and I'm pretty, okay, it's the whole thing is like, okay, it's God's will, right? It really isn't, but the fact is, if I needed a forest to shoot video in, God would have made sure this didn't happen. He's apparently totally happy with me shooting videos sitting in my recliner in the library. In fact, I had a subscriber recently tell me they look very professional in there, and it's kind of like a PBS production because of the bookcase behind me. Now, I really, the whole thing is I could be shooting video now. All my cameras are charged up, my audio recorders are charged up, but we don't have any light in there. Light's a big issue when you're shooting videos, which is one of the reasons why I don't see any point in restoring this forest, because if you notice, I do a lot of different locations out here. You'll see different scenery, and I do that for a couple of reasons. One is to kind of break things up, but mostly it's because now that I'm doing these scripted videos with a teleprompter and really good equipment, you have to have your lighting right. See, it's like if I go out here and I'm shooting a video like this, that's pretty irritating. But if I shoot it like this, that's irritating on me because I can't see. So I can't see to read the teleprompter. And even if at angles, like from the side, you get a glare over the screen of your teleprompter, then you can't use it. So you have to have a lot of locations where you can find a shady spot during the course of the day, depending on what time of the year it is, what time of the day it is. And so I have to move my stuff around from video to video. And well, anyways, here's the deal with this out here. All these trees are kind of denuded. It's like only a third of the leaves that would normally be on them, because they've all been blown off by the wind. And say I come out here and, I don't know, you can see there's a whole lot of little trees behind me that are just messed up, bent over, broke off, and limbs on the ground. I don't mind cleaning all that up. I don't mind people coming out to help me clean it up. But we've also got monsters like, where's it at? Like that. That is an amateur arborist killer tree right there. And I'm not letting anybody cut that down. I would never allow somebody to mess with that. And if you leave that up, you might as well leave the rest up, because I have no desire to come out here and shoot with maybe 1 or 2 trees in every video that are broke off like that. That's horrendous looking. Yeah, there's one that's smaller. Yeah, we could probably handle that. We could certainly even get the big ones that are laying on the ground, But if we do that, it's going to be later in the day, like next year, 2 years from now, because currently FEMA's setting up camp. They're going to start coming out and making offers to clean up your property for people who can't afford to get their trees removed. They're not going to come out here and do a forest. They're designed to reestablish civilization. They're not going to repair my private park. So, and I know that because I've been through this before. But they'll come out, they'll clear up my yard. Once the yard's cleared up, I can get the insurance man to come look at my house, because a lot of the roof panels are smashed on the, around the outer edges where logs and stuff smashed into them. But after I get that done, we'll get the insurance man out and repair whatever has to be fixed on the house. Then after that, FEMA is probably going to give me a big chunk of money. They did it last time, and it was like $1,000. This time might be $2,000. And if that's the case, I'm going to go from working on my yard to working on my truck, because I got in my head that this is a lot. Even when this forest is not destroyed, just maintaining it, cutting the grass, pruning the trees, hauling all the debris to the fire every week, that's a lot of work. And if I can get a pickup truck with a camper on it, I can load my gear up in there, go out somewhere to a national forest or the local park, city park, county parks, and shoot video. And and let somebody else maintain it. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people walking around talking and cars driving past. When I wear that little lapel mic, you don't hear none of that. You can barely hear it. You hear my voice, it sounds perfect. Stuff going on in the background, you barely hear it. So we can shoot under those circumstances now. In the past I couldn't, but now that I got that kind of an audio recorder, we can. And oh, look here. I want you to see this, because this is, I found a couple of these out here in the woods. I can't see because of the sun. Let's see, can you see oranges? Yeah, there are satsumas or tangerines. I can't believe those didn't get blown off. They normally get real ripe around Christmas time, and then they'll just fall off if even a little bit of wind goes by. But I didn't think those trees would still be here. I certainly didn't think they'd still have fruit on them. But anyways, yeah, if I work on this, if I allow FEMA to come clean that stuff up, and then the insurance company comes out and does something for my house, and then I get money to work on my truck, we're talking about at least a year, probably 2 years. The plan is to have everything I need in place to hit the road and hide after the sun and the earth and the moon go back into conjunction. You know, I got in my heart, this is a Satanic Sabbatical. And it's a scriptural thing that Lord Satan established the temple arrangement, and that he will reestablish the temple arrangement, which means reestablishing a lot of the nonsense laws that the Israelites were forced to live under for all those years. And part of that law was the law of sabbaticals. So everybody had to shut down, no work, none of that for a year. And that's what we're going through right now. Well, if we follow the cycles of time as laid out in the Bible, 3.5 years from the point of that start, the sun and the earth and the moon should go back into conjunction. So that would be like September 23rd, 2023, I think. And that means from that point on, we got 3.5 years left before Christ returns. If I'm thinking right, and I got this, I know what they're doing, which I think I do, then I don't want to spend the next 10 years working out here in the forest trying to make a stage for shooting Bible videos. When Christ returns, it ain't going to be my job to teach people the Bible. Jesus can do that personally. He may use me for something, may use all of you for something, but it's not like I want to waste my life on this side fixing forests when I could be making Bible videos now. So we're going to do that. And I'll tell you, if 3.5 years go by and the sun does not go back into conjunction with the moon and the earth, I'm going to be extremely disappointed, because I'm getting older and older every day, and I don't know how much more of this I can take. And I'm really, really hoping and praying that he will return soon, that we'll get the sign that we're in the last days. If not, I may just take up some kind of stupid hobby like golf or something, because I can't hold out a whole lot longer, you know, unless some kind of miracle happens to my body. But yeah, here's the forest. It's all wrecked. And in fact, you know what? I was going down the road the other day, and it's like houses with roofs tore off, and everybody's missing shingles. If you're missing shingles, your house might as well have the roof tore off, because a little bitty leak can rot out walls and everything else. But I'm okay with it. In fact, it's like, now that this is done, I don't have to worry about taking care of the forest anymore. It's a big load off of my shoulders. Well, I think I did my regular sustenance and covering intro, so I'll do the outro as well. Love y'all, and if you don't want to survive, don't listen to me.